Hey everyone, Egman here with another video. Today I have a Deck Doctor double feature. I've got two people independently sent me Shenron Apes, Ernesto and also Golden Archer, with both of them having the same kind of combo of where, oh, if you have Shenron, you can use Child's Wish to bring back King Vegeta, and then you can use 3 energy to evolve into the big monkey, right? That's the basic of the deck. Just being able to get him out. King Vegeta also searches for him, which is really good, and it's just that kind of deck. So I thought it was really interesting. Both of them created the deck in different ways. I wanted to go through it and then kind of my idea for Shenron Apes and just see the change. So for Ernesto's deck, he went pretty I'll say probably low powered, kind of faster, just because there is. He's using King Vegeta. He's using Son Gohan and Goten, the swap, but he's not using the one-drop Bardock. I would kind of implore him to put that in the deck just because it's really good to go, here to here, and just because you're not awakening through life. You like drawing cards from life is not a bad thing. I think a lot of people have that misconception of like, oh, since it doesn't help me awaken, I don't want cards in my life. You're still kind of drawing cards, right? And of course, you don't want to go really deep into it, but it's not like a bad thing to have the one-drop Bardock. Play him, draw a card for free, right, and then swap into this. It's not a terrible thing. And so also, since you can use swap, or you can evolve into this guy for free because of it, is really good too. So that's also something to think out for. He's only running 2 Planet Vegeta. I would say maybe 3 would be a good amount, just because it can search anything in your deck. Including super combos, since Trunks is a Saiyan, so that's really good. And this Gohan, I'm not really sure why it's in here. I'm pretty sure it's just because you can play it for free for Child's Wish. You can blow something up. I don't know if that's really good enough, but it's still alright. If you're to go that route, since there's no other synergies, I would do the 3-drop Goku that what's it called? Like explosive power? Yeah, explosive power that also has blocker. I think that one would be a bit better, just because if there's no swap mechanic for it, and you also aren't running Successor of Hope, so I think that one would be better, even though it's 5k less. 3 Flying Nimbus is good. I'm not seeing any of the new Power Burst Negate. I think that might be a little bit necessary, just because you want to make sure that if you run out of energy, you can still block. Additionally, there's also the Power Charge Bardock. This card's actually really cool because you're able to play him, attack, and then you can still evolve into Bardock Will of Iron, but also he has either the double strike or draw a card, which I think is really good. And you can get him off Child's Wish, of course, so I think that's really good synergy there. And then also he's running 2 of the Star Deck Shenron and 1 of the 5-drop Shenron. This guy is like... I think this card is kind of greedy, just because I feel like this deck has already energy problems already, since you can't untap anyway or anything like that. So I think this card's a little greedy. But other than that, I think the deck looks pretty solid. And I'd say a couple changes to. I'd probably take this card out. I don't know if I would main Bad Ring. Like, it's really important, but yeah, I'd probably run 1. That's probably fine. Playing another Planet Vegeta is probably fine. Switching this to Explosive Son Goku's. And let's see, 4 Child's Wish, 2 World Peace. I think that's okay. It'd be nice to see... I mean, you're not running March of the Great Apes, so that's okay. Maybe 1 more of each Bardock, or also just the 1-drop Bardock. You can still have some Son Gohans, I'd say, but I'd say that's really important. You also are running Roshi. I don't know... I'd probably take, if you put Power Burst in, I'd probably take out Master Roshi or 2, just because you don't want that many negates, especially when you have some big blockers and stuff like that. But yeah, let's go to probably the little spicier one. So there's Golden Archer's version. He's running the full 8 package, which includes 3 March of the Great Apes, and also just 4 of each monkey, which is pretty greedy, but I like. And then so let's talk about this. So first of all, the So there's a lot of monkeys, and then also go to 10, like you have 6-drop food, which is just crazy. So you're just, apparently, the idea of the deck is you're just supposed to chill out and not attack and let your, just get to turn 6, which I think is okay with Shenron as a leader, just because you're not actively attacking your opponent. Let's see, you got Planet Vegeta, you've got Flying Nimbus, you've got 2 Dragon Radars, a 2-star Dragon Ball, 2 Child Twists, and World Peace. Okay, let's get into it. So the one thing I don't like about this deck is you're not really doing anything until like turn 2 or 3, right? Which isn't like the worst thing. But this Krillin ready to go, if you don't know what he does, is that when you combo this from your bow area, you can choose one of your opponent's card with energy 2 or less and set it to best. So that is okay. It's kind of like a mini Crusher Ball and combo step. There's 3 Prodigal Dynasty Son Goten. What this card does is gives your yellow, I think it's yellow Saiyans, plus 15k combo when you're on defending. So that's pretty good for keeping your apes alive. So the big thing about this deck is it's super greedy, right? You're trying to guess, survive into turn 3 or 4 and then get a bunch of value. I don't really like that as much. 2-star Dragon Ball is really interesting to me. It does offer some removal, but I don't know if it's really needed. And I just feel like there's a lot of there's not a lot you do turn 1 or 2. So if you get rushed down, you don't really have any options to it. Additionally, you're not running. There's no power burst, and also the last thing is that Fruit Shroud and Mystery has some overlap with the Dragon Balls, right? Unless you do Shenron's effect first. You get 7 out of there, and then you play Fu. I mean, that's possible. That's not like an impossible thing. Since Fu is just such a big drop to do it like that, and so then you have like a triple attack they can't do anything against. That's actually probably pretty good. I think that's probably fine. For Shenron, I think is okay. The big thing for me is that since you have so many big boys, the Child's Wish can only really get Vegeta, and I think that it should be probably switched to 2 World Peace and 1 Child's Wish, if anything. And then also, I don't really like Dragon Radar that much. I think, like, yes, it can be a 1 energy draw 2, but I don't know, it can be cloggy otherwise, right? And so I don't think it's needed. I think I'd rather put in another World Peace and something else. Just because, like, if you're able to untap energy, Dragon Radar is really good. But since yellow can be so, stuck in its ways, because of that, I don't like it that much. And then also, do get some stuff to do turn 1, right? Like even getting like Power Burst and then getting like some of the 1-drop like Kami things. It's twofold is a good thing, just because 1, you get to negate with no energy, and then 2, you get to if you do have a Kami in your discard pile, you get to put it back to your hand, so you get a plus and card advantage that way. So yeah, and then also I think that's about it. This Vegeta, he's really cool. I don't know if he fits in the deck, but he's really cool. He has double strike, blocker, barrier. He's minus 5k on your turn, but also if you burst 5, you can put him to active mode once per turn. So it helps fill your drop area, which is good. But yeah, I don't really think he fits in this, unfortunately. Like, he's really cool, and so if you like playing and play it, but I don't think he helps your board state, and I think having a good 1-drop is probably better. And then on to my version. I'm a little conflicted about this. I've tried it out a couple times. It's not like the worst, but I think I feel like it's missing a little bit of something. I really tried to put like a blue package of 4 beans, 3 objections, and 2 Jocko, Ultimate Judgment Jocko, just because I feel like it could really benefit from untapping with a Sensu Bean, and then also objectioning up to turn 4 or turn 3 for either to turn 4 for your monkey turn is really good, I feel like. So I could probably find room if I want, but I don't know how consistent it would be. Additionally, I'm only running 2, so I'm kind of doing a half and half. I'm running 4 Bardock Will of Iron because he's really good, but only 2 Great Ape Prince Vegeta just because you have to play him pretty much with March of the Great Apes, and that's a little bit trickier to do. Where Bardock can also just combo on top of himself. I would consider playing that 3-drop just because he has cool synergy and stuff. I think he's a cool card. Additionally, I'm running 2 World Peace, 2 Child Wish. Child's Wish is really good because it can either get Great Ape or also Goten. World Peace can get everything, including if you're just on turn 5, you can get absolute, defense Great Ape King Vegeta. So your turn would be turn 4, play Great Ape, and then turn 5, World Peace into him, unless you can get him from here, but I think that's fine. I think World Peace is the better one if you're planning on using Shenron's ability more, and if you're just using the hard cast of Child's Wish, or if you're hard casting more, then Child's Wish is better. So it's a bit of dilemma there. I'm also putting in Personal Ambition just because I wanted some sort of untap, and so if you play this with your Desire ability, you get to untap 1, and so that's really good. So you can have an energy floating in case you need to do a Flying Nimbus or something like that. So that is good. I'm running 2 Power Bursts just for I feel like this deck untaps a lot, and so I wanted to have some safety there. Yeah, and I think that's about it. If I was to put in the blue package on this, let me do. So I would take out, let's see. Let's take out Shenron because I don't think he's needed. Let's take out Power Burst for the minute. Let's take out all Desires at first. I don't think, was it Personal Gain? Personal Gain's not really needed as much if you have Beans and Child's Wish. So let's do blue extra cards. So let's put in 4 Beans, 3 Objections, and 2 Ultimate Judgment Jockos. Oh, I forgot a Bean. Sensu Bean. Alright, so we don't have any Desires, so that's kind of bad. Let's see. So what else would I take out? I would probably take out... I don't think Sun... This is tricky. I'm going to take out 2 Son Gohans and a Bardock. How about that? I just like Son Gohan, just because he's a free swap. I'm going to take out a Bardock for sure. Let's add in... I think 2 Child's Wish and 2 World Peace is probably the way to go. So the other thing is you want to be able to use your Desire before the turn you go off, just because you get to add a free Desire to your hand. So maybe, man, I don't know. Alright, so let's take out a Bardock and let's take out a... maybe Planet Vegeta. I don't want to do that, though. Yeah, let's do it. We're going to take out 1 Bardock. Oh, I did already, I thought. Okay. Was it saying 4 Bardock? Is that right? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Whoops. Okay. And then I can lose 1 more card. So I'm, as you can tell, I'm opting towards World Peace just because you can consistently get out turn 3 with if you're not awakening by turn 3, you're just unlucky, I feel like, with the Dragon Balls. So that's why that's going on. Maybe one less Goten. That feels bad, but it's tight. Yeah, let's do it. Because you can get Goten's back. Goten. And so would World Peace be the best one for this deck? Yeah, just because you can get your monkeys out for free, and then with Planet Vegeta out, that's good. We don't have Power Burst, which is kind of concerning, but we have Beans, so that's okay, and we have a lot of blockers. Yeah, so I haven't tested this version out, obviously, because I just built it, but this is kind of what I would test out next, I guess. Just because I feel really bad cramming this blue package in, but I really think it's needed. Like, Objection to ramp up to turn 4 is really needed, and using Bean to help your energy, flex your energy, I think is really good. And then also, Personal Ambition is good for just getting something in your drop area. It's not always the easiest to get World Peace in your drop area before you awaken, so I think Personal Ambition getting in there is fine. Yeah, I'd try out this one. It feels a bit cramped, though. I hope it's not too cramped in that regard. So yeah, here's the deck. This is why I would consider. I'd also, so going back to these guys, having Bad Ring Laser in your deck is really good. I feel like especially if you have the energy to flex it. So that would probably be a card I would consider adding as well. There's also, I really like this Power Charge Bardock the more I think about it, just because he has a lot of synergy with Child's Wish, the big Bardock, and also you can, what is it? You can evolve on it, and just being able to draw a card or inflict double strike is really good. Dragon Radar might be better in this deck just because we don't have as many desires. And also just one drop, draw 2 is a little bit better, but this deck is just so tight. It might be too tight. It might be too tight for our purposes, but here we go. I'd say the version I showed off before this one is probably okay too. It was a little bit lackluster to me, so I'd probably going to try out this version next with the blue package. And yeah, if you're confident of getting to turn 6, go with Fu. I love Fu. This is one of my favorite cards, just because it punishes your opponent for not killing you early, and it normally nets a win as long as it doesn't get Cold Bloodlust or anything like that. So yeah, I think that is it for me. Ernesto and Golden Archer, please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This deck might be trying a little bit too much of everything, which a lot of my decks with Shenron have been lately, so I don't know if if I need to renew my Deck Doctor PhD with the new Shenron cards, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.